All right, today for episode 5, we're going to install the passenger side of the running boards. My buddy's got it started here. Let's take a look underneath, see what we got. All right, here are the brackets for the passenger side running board. I was a little concerned that they would interfere with a water tank that's going to go up here for the gray water of the sink, but it looks pretty good. And then you can see on the other side, driver's side, it took basically 3 brackets, 3 bolts, and about 6 holes, but it's a lot of effort to get these installed. So, also we're going to work out the challenge of fitting a queen-size bed in a 144 wheelbase Mercedes. I'm not going to put the window or the flares in the side, so I think my solution is to have a bed that actually folds up into thirds. I got an option to put the queen-size mattress in here or a full-size mattress, and it's going to be mounted at about that height, so we'll see. So okay, the full-size mattress may be a more practical solution because it actually fits between the wheel wells, although both of these areas here will be covered with cabinetry, and there'll be the little garage down below. So either way, the bed again is going to be about that high. I would love to put an elevator bed in, but I don't have the budget for it. So we'll see if we can come up with a 80-20 system that slides out and folds out to accommodate a bed that folds into thirds, or we may have to order a custom mattress in the future with a bed that folds into half, or just 2 mattresses. So we shall see. So it is August 2nd already, and this is episode 5. We've got some provisions for the weekend. Today we're going to start putting in the permanent flooring into the van. And I suspect since it's a late start, we're not going to get it done today. Here are incidentally the 3 water tanks that are going to go. This is going to go under the wheel well on the passenger side. This is going to be a gray water tank on the driver's side for the shower, and this is going to be a gray water tank for the on the passenger side for the sink right here. So let's get started. So yesterday we finished installation of this Westin running board on the passenger side, and it is a wonderful addition. It makes getting in obviously a lot easier and getting out a lot safer. Today we're going to remove this mattress. We decided yesterday that full-size mattress is probably the way to go because it's going to be mounted about at this level right here. So we're going to take the mattress out and remove the plywood, reinstall the foam, fasten the 1.5 by 1.5 extrusions, and then run some cabling and plumbing to the other side of the van. But again, really quite happy, very economical purchase, recommended. The only downside to these is, yesterday I noticed if you're barefooted, it's a little hard on the feet, but we'll keep that in mind. All right, the first step is removing these bolts. These bolts replace the original bolts because they had to be longer because we inserted 1.5 inches of insulation and 1.5 inches square tubing. So I'm going to head and remove the bolts probably by hand. There's not that many. And they come out fairly quickly. Let's see. All right, number 1, let's go ahead. Oh, and there's the insulation down below. So again, I'm really happy that this particular van had the plywood installed. Other folks have to buy plywood, fit it, and they usually go heavier. 1/2 inch or even 3/4 inch. This is probably the European equivalent of about 3/8 inch. And what we're going to do this time around is actually run a beam down the center here, so to avoid some deflection that we're getting. This one comes out quite easy. You get the picture, so we'll remove this one here, this one here, and this one here, and then we'll remove the 2 sections of plywood. The next step is removing these 2 sections of plywood, and then we'll get started on refitting and plumbing and wiring the floor underneath. Right, we've got the first section of plywood removed, and you can see the foam insulation. We put it in shiny side, foil side up. I think we're going to reverse that when we reinstall it. And again, there's going to be a beam going right down the center line there to support that in the middle. So let's get the second one removed. Now you can see all the insulation is exposed, and as I said, for the third time, we're just going to run one of these beams down the center line here to give the floor a little more support, and hopefully plywood that's approximately 3/8 thick is going to do the job for us. And we're also going to bolt these together in a very simple and novel way. So first thing to do is just remove the foam insulation. So that is the forward half of the van with the plywood and insulation removed. And there is the back, and we'll remove that next. What we're doing over here is fastening the beams together with a very, very, very simple method, which I'll show you a bit later. All right, just for a change of pace, because we got a late afternoon, I think we're just going to have a little cookout here. I actually got some Sheboygan Bratwurst from Johnsonville or Plymouth, wherever they're from. But anyway, I'm sure once I start traveling in the van, we'll be on occasion be cooking out on the grill. Got some official Johnsonville Bratwurst, and I'm going to throw them on my little Weber charcoal grill. And the grill is hot. It's perfect. This is not a healthy option, but on occasion, no problem. So what could be better to do on a Saturday afternoon? There are literally tens of thousands of tourists here doing everything from whale watching to going to the aquarium to eating out to hiking to dining, and I'm putting in a floor in my van, and I got somebody to help me. Okay, so what could be better on a Saturday afternoon? To sit down, open a cold beer, and grill some Sheboygan Bratwurst. It smells pretty good. So hard to say it's Sunday already, and we're going to continue work on the flooring insulation here. We've got to route some wire through. I'm going to route some standard extension cords through to the other end, and then some heavy-duty 120 wire, and then a number of strands of 12 volt. And then today I'm going to disassemble the structure for the galley, move it into the van, and determine where we have to cut a hole for the drain. And that drain will go into the smaller of these 3 tanks here. All right, we got the structure for the galley back in place here because I have to drill some holes here. I think just pilot holes for the drain for the sink up here. And then this is what I've got designated for the shower. There's going to have to be a hole there. The shower, of course, will be mounted a little bit higher. And then I do want to accommodate a chair here that's going to fold out into like a single bed if needed. Did determine the drain holes for the sink and the shower, and I'm not going to worry about those right now. I've got pilot holes drilled, so I know where those need to go. And my max Max Fan Plus came in today. This is a recommended fan, and that is going to go up front here. Let's see if I can tilt this up. Nope. Right up there. And that's going to be in addition to a hatch that's going to be placed right there, and that will be access to the roof, and the roof will be a balcony.